Non-alcoholic beer is booming right now, and big brands are jumping in. But how good are they? Here's the thing. Some of these macro NA brews are shockingly good. You just need to know which ones to grab and which one to leave on the shelf. By the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself. Which one of these 3 macro non-alcoholic beers is my favorite? By the end of this video, you will have that fact. You will have the better understanding of what these 3 beers are all about, and you might even want to try one for yourself. Let's kick it off with the Heineken Zero. Also Heineken 00, however you want to slice it and dice it. It does not have 0% alcohol. It has less than 0.05%, which means they can label it as alcohol free or 0.0. This is the first video I will do where I drink out of a can and a bottle. Cheers to that. Well, as the intro told you, macro brews are far and wide out and available in the market. You can get Heineken at just about every place that would have a non-alcoholic beer if they're distributed by the local distributor. Very widespread. Great opportunity for someone starting off their NA journey to have an option at some place like a bar, restaurant, liquor store, concert venue, sporting event, all of the above. Great opportunity to have something in your hand so you feel like you're part of the crowd, part of your friend group, and just having something that tastes good versus a water or soda. So cheers to Heineken for being out and about in the wild, so to speak, and having good availability. Availability aside, Heineken is a non-alcoholic beer brewed in Amsterdam, Holland. It's been around for some time. The brewery has been around since the 1800s, and it is one of the biggest breweries in the world. They tout this as being a, like I said, 0.0, but it does have a trace. I think it's like a 0.02 or 0.03. I think there was actually some controversy around that. Regardless, it does fit the bill of a non-alcoholic beer. To my knowledge, there's something called the A yeast. A Heineken exclusive A yeast is what they gives it kind of a fruity character. I don't really taste that, to be honest. It says it's also quite malty. It's pretty basic to me. Heineken Zero does not jump out as anything like a overly descriptive, flavorful beer like an IPA, a Pilsner, not Pilsner, IPA, a stout, a sour. It is a standard lager. It is gonna be for the masses, which is why it's advertised for the masses. It's meant for everybody to have something to drink when they're out and about, and they've got that done in spades. In terms of these taste, again, it's very basic. It's a standard lager. And because of that, I will give it out of 5. My rating today for the Heineken is going to be a 2 out of 5. Not great, but again, it's everywhere. You can have an NA beer at a concert venue that might end up being a Heineken because they have such wide and far distribution. So 2 out of 5, meaning I would buy it on sale, which I would definitely take this out over not having an NA beer at all. So cheers, Heineken, for getting yourself out there and being a viable option for drinkers. Here's another one for the drinkers, the Asahi 00. Pop this open with my Lucky Chip Vegas bottle opener. I got this when I was 22 back in my drinking days when I used to drink alcohol. And we were in Vegas, had a great time with my dad after doing my college graduation. So that was my present for college graduation. I was pointed in the direction of the Asahi Super Dry Zero by my friend Spencer, who said it was hands down one of the best lagers he had had in the NA variety. So I had to give it a shot. Purchased it online, had it delivered. It is actually made in Italy. It is a Japanese super dry lager made in Italy. It's made, I believe, at the Peroni plant. It should be noted too that this one is really good. Ooh, there's a bubble. It touts itself as being super dry, meaning that it will actually have, they show a curve online where a standard beer is like kind of flat and then tapers off in terms of the actual the flavor itself. So the super dry is peak and then it drops, basically meaning that if you're eating with this beer, whatever you're eating, you can go back in and have another sip of the super dry and have the flavor of the food not counteract with the flavor that's lingering from the beer. So you kind of get this dichotomy of beer and food and beer and food, and it really makes us a stellar beer because of that aspect. I had it with chicken wings twice in the past week and a half, and it was spot on with both of those sessions of chicken wings. Love chicken wings and beer, great combo. Highly recommend giving this one a try with some chicken wings. Yeah, this one, they knocked this out of the park. I've also had a Super Dry from Mash Gang. That was amazing. But this one, far and wide, is gonna be more accessible than the Mash Gang. Obviously, it's made by a larger macro brand, being Asahi, made in Italy, so a little less easy to, a little more hard to find than the Heineken 00 just because of the distribution being so widespread, but this is out there. Should be noted, they also Asahi purchased Octopi, which is a contract brewer out of Wanaki, Italy, that may or may not in the future make this. I think it still says product of Italy, but who knows, maybe if they're growing their expansion here on the stateside in the US, they might take on the Octopi Brewing facility to ramp up distribution. So cheers to Asahi. Again, it's my 105th video. First time I've drank out of a bottle on the channel, which is a pretty interesting scenario if you think about it, how many beers I've consumed on this channel. Asahi 00, in my book, because it's so good with chicken wings, and it's just really clean and crisp, and it's got no aftertaste, and it's really malty. 5 out of 5. Really, really good. So the intro was all about what is good and what you should steer clear. So far, 5 out of 5, go for it, Asahi. 2 out of 5, Heineken, get it on sale or get it at a concert venue if it's your only option. It was actually the only option at a event center I went to for a work outing probably a year and a half ago. The first time I had had it, and I thought it was great. It's kind of cool because that event center now carries Go Brewing by my accord of getting it in there, doing samplings and tastings with their leadership team. So now I can go to that event center and have a Go Brewing beer. Also probably still a Heineken, but Go Brewing is there now, which is fun. Stella Artois, it is made by Anheuser-Busch out of St. Louis, Missouri. It is also touted as a 0.0, meaning it's under 0.05% alcohol or less. Again, that's how it can be labeled, 00 or alcohol free. This one in particular has 59 calories, quite low in calories. But yeah, it's alcohol free NA beer. Let's give it a shot. It's not overly malty. It's a little sweeter, a little lighter than the Asahi. The Asahi's more bite, there's more bite, it's a stronger flavor. The Heineken's more flat and neutral. This one is just a little bit more sweeter. And I think actually, I looked on their website, they have cane sugar in their ingredient list, and I'm guessing that's where they kind of get that from. It's very interesting. First time I had the Stella Artois standard version, it was a promotion around Christmas time back in college, where if you sent in a little pamphlet or like a little, you filled out a form, sent it in, you got a free Stella Artois glass. So we all had Stella glasses. Some of them broke, unfortunately, parties, that happens. But we got Stella glasses and we thought we were really cool in college. This one, the first time I had was at a hotel in Seattle, I wanna say, and I thought it was really good. I also found it at my local liquor store, grocery chain, that had a 12 pack for $12.99. Latched onto that puppy, drank those like they were water, going down real smooth. Because why would you pass up $1 and change for an NA beer? That's hard to come by. Stella Artois NA 00. Really enjoyed this. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, meaning I would go out of my way to find it, have it again. If it was $12.99 for a 12 pack, I now know how good it is. I would probably buy 3 of them just to have on hand. I kind of hoard beer, unfortunately. It's a problem, but I'm okay with it because there's worse things in the world than having a lot of beer in your fridge. As I mentioned in the intro, you're gonna want to try these if you're out and about. And if it's chicken wings, Asahi all day. It's got that super dry curve. Check out their website if you're curious as to what that is. I don't know how they know what is what on that curve, but regardless, it is what it is. For those that have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you want to watch another video related to my channel, click right here. And if you want to subscribe, there's a button right here. Thanks, everybody.